your DVD and all this kind of thing. And on the other hand, with social invention in the field of arts and creative sciences and all this kind of thing, social sciences, new accounting system mentioned by Prof just now, I call this new ways of doing business and things like that, for some franchising. These are part of the social invention, and these are protected under different set of law. And we have copyright law to protect the manual. When you come up with a manual on how to do business, your accounting system, all that, the manual, they will come under copyright protection. If you come up with a new story, a new piece of music, a new piece of song, and so on, all it will go under copyright protection. So in the field of intellectual property is very wide. It covers all across the spectrum, right, from technical to non-technical. So therefore, if you ask yourself, you will check with the patent agent which is the most suitable and the most best form of protection for your invention. Okay? When I mention here invention, it covers both technical and non-technical. Now, your invention could be something three-dimensional. Okay? In this case, then you protect industrial design law, which allows you to protect a three-dimensional thing or two-dimensional product. For example, a necktie, you come up with a very new creative necktie or very creative textile, wallpaper, all that will come under industrial design as two-dimensional protection under industrial design. So that will give you the rights to prevent other people from using your design for a certain period of time. Okay? And of course, the other question is that why we want to commercialize it and why we collect money. Of course, Dr. Kohli says that if he will not give out the technology without you signing an agreement, giving license. Okay? But of course, he can be very kind also on the other hand. In certain countries, they have what we call a statutory patent declaration, where you actually patent the thing, but you have no intention of want to charge a licensing fee on it. You give that to everybody. Everybody can use it free of charge. But I want to patent it because I don't want another party to patent it and reap the profit. So therefore, when I have the invention, I patent it under my name or under my company name, but then I give it to society by telling everybody, now you can just use it free of charge. I'm not collecting any royalty from any one of you. That would be what you can do. If you are a very kind person, you want to share whatever you have with the people, you can do that, no problem. Okay? Same thing for copyright work. It's up to you. You come up with a new show, everything like that, you spend a few million producing a show, then you produce a DVD, you give it every free of charge, no problem. Okay? So that the people cannot make pirated copy of yours, just give everything free. That is possible again. Okay? But why are we collecting money? Because they put the effort to make the show. You spend a few million ringgit to come up with the show, everything. You have to employ people to work on it. That's why you have to collect this investment. And that's why you sell the DVD for 50, the original 1960 ringgit or 70 ringgit for now a DVD where you can buy from Pasar Malam 5 ringgit for the same quality. Maybe I'm not too sure about that. Okay. So that's why see commercialization are two parts. One part is for you to recoup back your expenses. The other one is to make a profit. Okay, so that when you retire, you have something to spend on. You see, that's what I mentioned about inflation. Okay. Again, if you don't want to commercialize it, no problem. Give it back to the society free of charge. Okay. Nobody will stop you from doing that. Okay. Provided the university has a policy allowing you to do that. Okay. In most R&D institutions in university, they want to see some return on the investment they put on you. Okay. And because of that, they won't allow you to get it free of charge. Okay. Of course, in certain companies, in certain universities, and in certain organizations, they have a waiver of rights under the policy. Let's say, for example, you invent something and you ask the university to patent it. The university say, I'm not going to patent it because we have no money. Then there's a waiver, right? The university say, okay, I waive my rights. I don't want to claim any right. You can go ahead as an inventor. You can go and commercialize, or you give back to society up to you. It's a waiver of the rights. Okay, so that's spelled out in the policy. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Can I have one more question, please? Maybe one last question. Okay, Prof. Yeah.
It's a follow-through on the earlier question about commercializing findings of the social sciences. There is this myth that everything can be commercialized. But the reality is, since independence, our nation has focused on science and technology, and the humanities and social sciences are on the periphery of attention. Now, when we go to the next level of fostering R&D. The focus of most of the funding still the sciences and technology, although there are some elements of the social sciences and humanities. Okay, from what you know, from your experience in this country and elsewhere, are there specific examples and particular universities which are successful in commercializing the findings of social science and humanities research?
Okay, one to me classical result of research. This was in Spain. This happened in 1950s, and this is a concept called Mondragon. And Mondragon is right now, if you type www Mondragon experiment, you will see that it is experimented everywhere in the world. And it started as a research project in 1950 with a grant from United Nations, 1 million grant. And today in Spain, Mondragon is worth 250 billion. And what is Mondragon? It's basically a community cooperative. It's a system of commercial venture of society comprising of the employees, the customer, the supplier, together as owner of an enterprise, and they then pursue commercializations of activity. Now they own university, hotel, hospital, you name it. They have all the range of activities, and this is a success story of social research. I just want to read a small example. My own student 10 years ago, I was supervising one PhD student, and she was a lecturer at UITM. Now she's a professor, and we were doing a research on tax evasion, just to measure the extent of tax evasion by public listed companies in Malaysia. And as a result, after we got our finding, she kept on publishing, and then we thought of, there must be a way to commercialize this. And we reversed it and came up with a model for tax planning. So if you can evade tax, there must be a way to plan tax. So then we came up with a model of tax planning, and we've been winning a few international awards for tax planning model. Of course, a few offer to commercialize this as a model for personal tax planning, to help individual taxpayer to plan their tax. I mean, I'm not so keen on doing that, but just to show that there is a way to commercialize anything as long as we look deeper.
Thank you, Prof.
If I may just add on the collection of traditional information, so the social science, particularly in ethnobotanical data, are fundamental for natural product development. So the knowledge vested in the forefathers of ours with the natives in the country on their traditional practice, particularly in curing themselves, is actually a part of social science when this information is gathered. So this leads into the development of today's modern drugs, and it's got a direct link with commercialization of natural products, right from healthcare remedies to cosmetics.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kodiswara.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the end of the MEE Utah Research and Development Forum with a theme on commercializing research and development findings. I hope that this forum has answered many questions and issues with regards to the commercializing of research development. With such outstanding
experts and contribution of our distinguished panelists and your good self, I believe that all of you have benefited from the forum and now have a better idea on how to commercialize your research development and findings in both sciences and social sciences in the